we're going to, from child's pose, we're going to have our fingertips on the floor and feel the space underneath our armpits and release the forehead onto the floor. Inhale, we're going to come up into a cat stretch, still fingertips on the floor, arching, arching, arching. And then as you exhale, we're going to walk the left hand as far as we can, keeping the hips up, and let the head rest towards the right hand side. The right arm rests on the floor. So the left hand is far away, hips are up, and you're having a nice big stretch on the left armpit. Inhale, lift your chest, and now bring your left hand across. Just stretching your shoulder and getting a little bit of a twist on your back. And place your right hand on the floor, left arm up, open up, breathe deeply. And then let your hand release behind you. Check that your neck is free to move. If the hand can hold onto your right thigh, we're going to come down into a semi-child's pose, allowing that shoulder to stretch a little bit more. And inhale, bring yourselves back to center. And shake it. And we're going to go to the other side. I hope it was clear. So we've done a few different steps. So the first step is to have the arms nice and stretched in child's pose. Then we bring our chest up and we walk the hand further on and we come into a further stretch on one arm. Then hand comes through and then we bring the hand behind and we come back towards the hips. So don't worry, we're going to do it all again on the other hand, on the right hand. So start in the child's pose with fingers on the floor, forehead on the ground. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now come into all fours, doing a nice big cat stretch. Big cat stretch. Good. Your fingertips are getting stronger by doing this. Then bring your body back to center. This time your right hand comes forwards and let yourselves go down towards the floor. Your head turns towards the left. Then inhale and bring the right hand through and relax your arm onto the floor, side of the head on the ground. Push onto your left hand as you bring your right hand up. Inhale and exhale. Let the hand rest behind you. If you can tag the fingers onto the thigh, do that and then come down and you will feel more of a stretch onto your right arm. So what I'm doing is locking the hand onto the thigh like this, so that the shoulder can get more of a relief. Lovely. And release, come into your downward facing dog. In down dog, we sway the hips side to side, letting the heels go down towards the floor. And inhale, look towards the hands, come into plank. Exhale, back into down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. And bring your knees onto the floor, open your chest. And we're going to bring our forearms onto the floor, right and left, then hand and hand. Okay, here we go. Right, left, bring it up, right, left, up and up, right, left, up and up. Good. Now keep your chest over your wrists. Bring your knees off the floor. Rock onto your toes, finding that point where you are over your wrists. And then bring your one leg to the elbow and then the other. It doesn't matter which leg you start with. Keep breathing and your hip doesn't move. And breathe. And breathe. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Knees on the floor. I know we're getting tired. Just go with it. Opposite hand to shoulder. So bring it up. That's it. We're getting warm. And bring it up. That's it. Good. 3, 2, 1. And come back into plank. We're going to have a rest in a moment. Come on, coming into plank. Good. So, foot out of the mat and the other one. And in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, in. Last 2, last 1. And relax. Woo. Whew. If your shoulders are complaining, you can have your hands interlacing, arms coming up towards the sky, and the crown of the head on the floor. Breathe and release. Good. And coming to sitting on your shins, roll your shoulders back and roll your shoulders forwards. From here, bring your arms parallel to the floor. Inhale, expand your chest, palms facing up, palms facing up. Exhale, wrap around your elbows into eagle pose. That's it. Inhale, bring your elbows up and stretch in the middle of your back. And exhale, release, extend the arms and change the cross. So if you had your left under your right, now have your right under your left elbow. And stretch your elbows up. I like to arch my lower back as well a little bit, like stretching backwards. If you want to do that, you can. Good. And release. Bring your fingertips behind. Open your chest. Bend your elbows a little bit. And just have a few breaths here to stretch your pecs, which we're working hard when we were doing the planks. Good. And release. Bring your hands onto the floor. Tuck your toes under. Come up into your downward facing dog. And then step by step, walk towards your hands. Step by step by step. Inhale, straighten your back. Exhale, soften your knees, grab hold of your elbows, have your head be nice and heavy. And then release your arms coming up into standing. Your head is the last thing to come up. Good. Shake your hands, shake your legs. And as the sun sets, I can see the light changing. And I have to change the lighting in here. It's all pink. All right. We're going to do a Mandala Surya Namaskar. So a mandala, I think you will know, is a pattern like this. And a pattern like this means that is a circular pattern. If this mat had the whole mandala, then we will have a circular mat, which will be really nice to have. So at some point you will be watching, looking forwards. Very good. Carol has a mandala as well. And at some point you will be looking back on the mat. So you will have to use your sense of hearing to know what's coming. But don't worry, because there's going to be a lot of repetition. So you can get the hang of it. And we're going to start slowly. I will put my mat at a diagonal so that I can see you and you can see me better. If you want to do the same, you can spy sideways. Okay, come to the front of your mat and have your feet hip distance apart or together. You can choose. And bring your hands by the sides of your body. Inhale, bring your arms around and up. Fingertips together, stretching up towards the sky. And exhale, fold forwards, hands by the sides of your feet, release your head. Inhale, straighten your legs, hands up to your shins, shoulders back and away from your ears. Exhale, hands by the sides of your feet, bring your right foot back and your left foot back into down dog. So we start straight in down dog. Bring your right leg up towards the sky. Your left foot can be a little bit more in the middle of the mat. And look towards the front of the mat and bring your right knee towards your chest, pushing it up, arching your back. Push your hands onto the floor. Feel the power in there. And bring the leg back up, three-legged dog, releasing your left heel towards the floor. Inhale, arching upwards. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, arching up. Make room and see if you can put your right foot between your hands. Yeah, good. Release the back leg, open the chest. Breathe deeply. Lift the back knee, walk your hands between your legs. Inhale here, exhale, let your head release between your legs. Coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Lovely. Inhale, lift your chest and walk towards the back of your mat and release your knee onto the floor as you open up into your low lunge. Hands onto the ground, lift the back leg, bring the left leg back into down dog. And we're going to go back up with the right leg up. Look towards your hands as you bring your right knee towards your chest and bring it back up. And knee to chest and back up. One more, knee to chest. Bring the foot between your hands. Release the back knee. Open the chest. Low lunge. Lift. Coming into your forward fold through your legs. Wide-legged forward fold. If your crown of the head can touch the floor, that's great. And come all the way towards the front of the mat. Knee on the floor. Open your chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift the back leg. Bring the right foot forwards. Hands onto your shins. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, release. So hopefully that made sense. What we're doing is from down dog, we're going into low lunge, wide-legged, low lunge, down dog. Again and again. That's the basics of the sequence. We're going to do it a little bit faster on the other leg because we know it. Get ready. Inhale, arms up, baby back bend. Exhale, release in, fold forwards. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, hands by the sides of your feet, and you can step or jump back into down dog. This time we're going to start leading with the left leg. The right foot can come a little bit in the middle of the mat. Bring your left leg up. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to chest, pushing forwards. Inhale, bring it up. That's it. And push it forwards. Push the floor away. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, push it forwards. Bring the foot between your hands and release the back knee onto the floor, opening the chest. That's it, good. Now tag the toes under, the right toes under, come into a wide-legged forward fold. Maybe your crown of the head touches the floor. Inhale, lift, and walk your feet to the other end of the mat, back end of the mat. Your knees on the floor, open the chest. Hands flat on the floor, and bring the right leg back into down dog. Good. And we're going to go with the other leg. Bring your, the same leg, left leg up, and knee to chest, and bring it back. Knee to chest, and up. Knee to chest, and bring the foot between your hands, opening your chest. Breathe deeply. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the back knee. Wide-legged forward fold. If it is on your practice to come into headstand, you can. But if you are not touching the floor, you shouldn't. Walk your hands towards the front of the mat, coming into low lunge. That's it. Open your chest. And then bring the back foot forwards. Hands into your shins. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, release. So all of those arm and abs exercises that we did at the beginning, they are all good for inversions, for shoulder stands, etc. So can I have thumbs up? We're all good with this? Yes. Fabulous. So we are going to be adding to this basic sequence. Come to the front of the mat. And remember, when we are doing the Mandala Surya Namaskar, because we are going around, we want to exercise our sense of hearing. Give me one moment. I'm going to put another light on before I get completely in the dark. That's it. It's like a television studio in here. I get a suntan, I know. Inhale, arms up, baby back bend. Exhale, fold forwards. Feel the energy flowing all the way towards your fingertips. Inhale, hands onto your shins and flatten your back. Exhale, hands by the sides of your feet. Jump into down dog. Good. Inhale, right leg up. We are going to do only one repetition, bringing the knee towards the chest and bringing the foot onto the ground. Release the back leg. Bring the left elbow onto the right knee, right hand over, and push hand against hand. Look over your right shoulder. So your hip is coming forwards. Bring your hip a little bit further forward, Zoe. That's it. Bring your hands into the floor, lift the back knee, bring both hands to the inside of your right foot and come into Skandasana. Maybe balance. Hands onto the floor, wide-legged forward fold. Very good. Walk your hands to the other side. Skandasana or ninja pose with balance if you can. Release, come into your low lunge. You can release the back knee onto the floor. This time the right elbow comes onto the left knee. Right hand on top, pushing forwards. Breathe. That's it, good. And release, hands onto the floor. Lift the back leg. Bring the leg back into plank. And knees, chest and chin are lower into chaturanga. Inhale. Cobra or up dog. Exhale. Down dog. Lovely. Same leg, right leg leading. Right leg up. Look towards your hands. Knee to chest and bring the foot between your hands. Release the left knee onto the floor. Left elbow onto the right knee. The hip is forwards. Looking over your shoulder and your twist. Breathe deeply. And exhale. Release your hands in front of your right foot, coming into Skandasana. And maybe in here you want to stretch forwards. Maybe you want to balance, maybe with both hands. So this ninja pose, maybe your hands come to your chest. Lovely. Inhale, bring your hips up. Your legs are outstretched and let your head release towards the floor. Inhale, lift. Walk your hands towards your left leg and choose. Maybe you stretch forwards. I like stretching forwards for my inner thigh and my lower back. Maybe you want to come into Skandasana. Carol, I hope it's okay. If you can't go down, you can do it from here. You can have your legs up. And turn towards the front of the mat. Twist. Bringing your right elbow to your left knee. And release. Lift the back leg. Bring the legs back into plank. Knees, chest and chin or lower into chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look towards your hands. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Step or jump. Flat back. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, release. So now we're going to continue our Mandala Surya Namaskar, but instead of being down on the floor, we're going to be up. And we're going to be leading with the left leg. So, feet hip distance apart. Inhale, and surround and up. And exhale, bellies in, fall forwards. Inhale, hands onto your shins, flatten your back. Exhale, hands by the sides of your feet. Jump into a downward facing dog. Bellies in, pelvic floor is in and up. Bring your right foot to the middle of the mat. Left leg comes up. Look towards your hands and bring the left knee towards your chest. Bring your left foot between your hands. Check that the back leg is not in one line with the front. Coming up into your high lunge. That's it, good. See if you can sink a little bit more, relaxing your shoulders, opening your chest. If you can, you join your hands and arch backwards. If this is too much, stay in the middle. So breathe, inhale here, and exhale. Release the back leg, bring your hands behind you. Push your knuckles away and humble warrior. Bow towards the floor, bringing your arms towards your head, towards the floor. Inhale, push the feet onto the floor, coming up and turn your feet. Push your hands away, open your chest. Now turn your right foot out. Bend your knee and humble warrior towards the back. Breathe deeply. Inhale, push your feet onto the floor. Turn all the way towards the back of the mat, lifting the back heel and bring your arms up into your high lunge. If you can, join your hands together and stretch back. And exhale, release your hands by the sides of your right foot. Bring the legs back into plank. Chaturanga. Roll your toes out the cobra. Roll your toes, downward facing dog. Keep breathing. Left leg comes up. Continue with the left leg. Let the right heel go down towards the floor. Then look towards your hands and bring the left foot between your hands and the back of your mat. Check that both legs are firmly on the floor, both feet are firmly on the floor, and come up into your high lunge. Breathe and melt into your feet, onto your legs. Let your back heel go away. Exhale, bring your hands behind you, push your knuckles away, release your back knee, and come into humble warrior. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn your feet to be parallel to the outer edges of the mat. Keep your hands interlaced and open your chest and look up. Then release. Turn the right foot out and humble warrior. Inhale, push your feet onto the floor, come all the way up. High lunge. Breathe. Stretch. Let your back heel go away from you so that you get the nice stretch in your hip flexor and your thigh. Exhale, hands by the sides of the foot. Bring the leg back into plank. Knees, chest, and chin, chaturanga. Inhale. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathe. Inhale, look towards your hands. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Step or jump. Flat back. Exhale, fall forwards. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, release. Take a moment with your eyes closed, just to feel your breath, feel your heartbeat. Hopefully you got a bit of a workout in there. And we stretched absolutely everything. And inhale, come into the balls of your feet. So Mandala Surya Namaskar is a wonderful way of challenging our orientation. And we're going to come halfway, as if you were going to sit in a chair. And bring your arms up. This is your chair pose, but on your toes. So it's a little bit different. And see if you can keep your arms up and come all the way into a squat. Yay! And can you keep your arms up and sit elegantly? And keep your arms up and bring your legs up. Yes, fabulous, good. Open your chest, have your shoulders away from your ears. And now point and flex. Point your toes, flex your feet. Point your toes, flex your feet. Point and flex. Point and flex. Two more. Last one. And bring your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees. We are still balancing in there. Balance and releasing a little bit your arms. And release down towards the floor. Take a little a twist. Just to release tension on the back and on the abs. You can have your knees close to your chest or far away. Breathe. Yes. Bring yourselves back to center and change sides. And bring yourselves back to center. Hands underneath your knees, rock backwards and forwards. And come into sitting. So rocking backwards and forwards. And coming to sitting, bringing your right foot towards your groin, left foot forwards. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring your left hand to hold onto your left foot and bring your right hand behind. We're going to turn the palm facing the ceiling and try to reach a little bit further up. So bring your arm up towards the ceiling. That's it. Now look towards the front foot. Can you continue that line, side line? Maybe you can bend your left elbow and try to reach with your right hand towards the foot, but opening all along the ribs and the hips. And inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, release your right hand behind you, point your left toes, and come into a side stretch, side plank. One more breath in here. And release. Change sides. So in this Janusirsasana, we are trying to get a side stretch, completely side stretch. So it's not the same to try to bring the hand like that than to turn the chest and bring it sideways. Imagine that you're walking like an Egyptian and bringing your side body towards the leg. So first of all, we're going to reach towards the foot with the right hand. So that's easy. We can all do that. Make sure that the foot is flexed. Then bring the left arm out and turn the palm facing upwards. So in here, we're already making a nice twist of the body. Then we bring the hand up towards the ceiling, feeling that straight line on the side of the body. The arm is up. Keep that rotation of the chest as you bend your elbow and bring the hand towards the foot. Breathe. Inhale, come all the way up. Slowly bring your left hand onto the floor and bring it up into this side plank or mixture with wild thing. Breathe. And bring yourselves back to center. Well done. Hang your knees onto the floor. Make big circles with your knees, releasing your lower back, releasing the whole of your side body as well. And bring your legs up towards the sky. Shake your legs. Rotate your ankles. And we're going to bring the hands by the sides of the hips. And have your knees slightly bent. We're going to start bringing the bottom up, as if you were going to go into a shoulder stand. So this is actually what you do when you're coming into shoulder stand. But we're doing it small so that we develop those muscles on the lower abdomen. Keep your hands onto the floor and let your arms help you come up. If you do it right, even your pecs will be working. Now we're going to combine. Watch if you want. We're going to bring the legs up, then bring the knees into a 90-degree angle and tap the toes onto the floor in slow motion. Bring it back up, bring the legs up, and bring it up. Back to center, bend the knees, tap the floor, both legs work together. Bring it back into 90 degrees. Don't let it rest. Legs up and hips up. Back to 90 degrees, and tap, bring it up, and lift. Good. Now both legs are up towards the sky, and release your arms overhead. Stretching your arms. Flex your feet. And bring your right leg 1 inch from the floor, making an L shape with your legs, and then change, and change, and change, 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 change. Both legs up, and lower both legs down for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. 2 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Cross your legs. Hug your knees. So your ankles are crossed, hug your knees. Then hold underneath your thighs. We're going to do a vinyasa. If you're too tired, rock into sitting. Otherwise, we rock backwards and forwards. Then we cross the shins, bring the hands underneath, jump back and down, out dog, down dog, then come back into sitting. Well done, fantastic. Good. So now we need little inversion and then Shavasana. Whoo! Well done, Carol. Yes. So I want us to go into shoulder stand from bridge. Watch for a moment. Some of you might be able to do it. Some of you might not. There are other ways that you can try and get up, especially if you're at home. You might be able to do. Oh, this is like what Lydia used to do. Come into bridge and then walk up onto the wall and then kick up into shoulder stand. So that's an option. You can also do it with a sofa or a chair. But if you want to go the full way, we're going to come into a shoulder bridge and bring the hands in the small of the back. Then from there, we are going to come into shoulder stand, 10 breaths in there, then halasana, and then down. So see what you want to do, where you want to find yourself. If you want to do it with a sofa or something like that, you bring your hips close to where you're going to use and bring your legs up. Then you lift and then you kick up. Yeah? So these are options that you can do. And because we're at home, we can get different ways. Zoe, you come up from shoulder bridge, I think. Yeah. Fabulous. So from shoulder bridge, you need to have your hips high enough so that your hands can fit underneath your hips. And don't rush it. You can take your time. Then from there, you come into shoulder stand. 10 breaths. Breathe deeply. When you've done your 10 breaths, you can bring your legs overhead. 5 breaths in halasana. And then very, very gently let yourselves release towards the floor. Inhale, exhale, release down. Full body stretch. Maybe stretch your neck as well. And bring your hands underneath your buttocks. Coming onto your elbows. Point your toes and release the crown of the head onto the floor. Inhale, lift your head, release your hands, hug your knees. Now, if you feel that you have the energy, we're going to do another vinyasa. If you don't have the energy, just bring yourselves into a sitting position. So rock backwards and forwards, then cross your shins, hands underneath, jump back, chaturanga, up dog, down dog, and back into sitting. Yay! Well done. You wanted a hard class, you got a hard class, but I'm gonna give you a long relaxation. So bring your right shin in front of your left, and just let your chest rest towards the floor. So we are putting our elbows onto our knees, letting the upper body release down. Maybe you can have your fingertips resting against each other. Maybe this is all very comfy and you can let your elbows go down towards the floor. Relax your head, relax your shoulders. Breathe in deeply. And from here, we can try the same as we did at the beginning. Bring your fingertips in front, walk your hands away, and try to stretch the sides of the ribs and your armpits. And it might feel a little bit different to what it did before. Keep your right hand forwards, bring your left hand back, and reach a little bit further forwards with the right hand, letting the right side of the head come towards the floor, as if you were trying to listen onto the ground. Good. Inhale, lift a little bit, bring your left hand forwards and bring your right hand across underneath. The palm will be facing downwards in this case. And you might feel it a little bit more on your glute. And inhale, bring yourselves back to center. Walk your hands back. Bring your hands behind. Open your chest. And turn the other foot. Bring the other foot forwards. Lovely. And rest your elbows over your knees. There's always one side that feels more comfortable than the other. You can have your fingertips joining together. This is a mudra, so it's a posture that carries energy. We're doing two things at once. If this feels comfortable and you can rest your forearms onto the floor, please do. Try to relax your jaw and your neck as you do it. Then you can bring your fingertips just in front of you, trying to stretch your armpits and the sides of your ribs. Inhale, exhale. Bring your right hand towards your right knee and reach with your left arm, bringing the left side of the face towards the floor as if you were trying to listen onto the ground. And lift your head, bring your right hand forwards and thread your left arm underneath. Palm is facing down, rotating Feeling your shoulder and your ribs. And inhale, bring yourselves back to center. Fingertips behind, open your chest. And lie down for your Shavasana. Well-deserved Shavasana. So make sure you take something warm, socks, blanket, anything you want. And we're going to have almost 8 minutes of Shavasana, which is unusual, well-deserved. And I'm gonna give you a bit of silence as well. So as we are resting, I will be here. So you might not hear me all the time, but I will be here. Just let yourselves rest down. And yes, you can switch off your lights. Do anything that you need to do to make your environment as inviting as you can. I will be seated, just guiding you for a little bit. Putting a little bit more light on. That's it. Good. And let yourselves release and relax towards the floor. And if there are any areas of your body that feel more tense, you can tense them a little bit more and then release. Inhale deeply and exhale with a sigh. Inhale and sigh. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Let the ebb and flow of your breath guide your body into total relaxation. When we have been working the whole body as we have today, it's great because the body wants to take a rest, wants to take holidays. Bring your attention to your feet, resting on the floor, your right heel and your left heel, right buttocks, left buttocks, right shoulder blade, right, left shoulder blade. Feel the back of your head on the floor. Feel the crown of your head and your hairline, middle of your head, forehead. Your right eye and your left eye. Right ear, left ear. The tip of your nose. Space between your nose and your upper lip. Feel the touch between your upper lip and your lower lip. Tongue inside your mouth. Relax your jaw. Feel the front of the neck and the back of the neck relaxed. Collarbones are relaxed. Your ribs are harmoniously expanding and contracting with your breath. And your heart is resting inside your chest. Feel your diaphragm expanding on the tip of your stomach. And your belly is relaxed.
Feel the space inside your hip. Relax your thighs, knees, calf muscles and chin. Relax your ankles, heels, soles of the feet, tops of the feet. Big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. And feel your shoulders relax, upper arms, elbows, forearms, your wrists, thumbs, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, and feel the energy inside your hands, inside the palms of your hands. Focus on that. If any thoughts come into your mind, bring your attention back to your breath. Let the thoughts pass like clouds in the sky. And if you can afford the time, stay in Shavasana for a little bit longer. I'm going to finish chanting Om 3 times, followed by Shanti, 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 Om, peace, peace, peace. But you can stay lying down if you prefer. You can chant the mantras from where you are if you want. Inhale to begin. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bring your palms together, rub your palms. Make the movement a little faster and place your palms over your face. Inhale deeply. Open your eyes to the darkness of your hands. Slide your hands to your chest. Bow your head. Namaste. Well done. Do ask if you have any questions.